Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Pires, Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather around. The Mark Pires Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on, I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Facce.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Facce is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Facce.
Dr. Evil. It's Dr. Facce.
Well, Dr. Facce. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, look, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm Dr. Facce, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. It's like I said, that everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Facce, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you. Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pires Renaissance Man Show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days and counting of Renaissance Man. So far in 2021, 12 albums and 156 songs have been released into the world. But we're not even close to done yet, fam. My plan is to put an album out every month for the rest of my days, as well as show up for you every single night. I've created 3 feature films this year: Batmark vs. Supermark, Three's Company the Breakup Artist, and A Christmas Story. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark, Dick Facce, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Facce. And then, of course, Supermark, who's pretty freaking super, if you ask me. Just saying. Hammerlin Jamison's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right at a side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway. Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is, wear 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars. Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees. Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo. Francesco Vigilughi. Look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy. The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large, he could literally change the poles. Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. BB Poo Poo. Don't forget we did 3 cryptos this year. BB Poo Poo, PP Poo Poo, and of course, Shibbity Bibbity Boo. But it almost was wrecked because of the original Shiggity Boo Boo. Well, look, people are still on the fence, Things were pretty bad for BB Poo Poo at the beginning. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider-Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pires of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. And Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies and TV shows and Facce Mulder. Sonny, you still got the cough? There are over 100 insane scenes with Dick Facce. And then, of course, I saved the world. Saved all the animals and stuff, too. Zucker Chooch, Donald Trump Show. Make sure you check that out. And we did a couple of raps over the last year. You may not want to miss those. Trump, Biden, and Christopher Walken rapping? Yeah. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Mark says, I did it. 10 Commandments. Mark Stradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leo Marco da Vinci. The Mona Lisa, when I got that freaking red, like murdering a family. That was what O.J. Simpson of the 1600s. Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint this ceiling? Got it. Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin. Markola Tesla? If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity. I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the fur release, right? I'm in the middle of it. And they're scratching it out and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Doing the fifth and taking all that work. And then like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing an 8 Mile situation. I'm like, Mark and M's the man now, but like, what I paved the way is the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one. Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger? Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. I did my time as Abraham Mark Lincoln. You guys didn't know I was Abraham Mark? You guys are all Mark Della. That's why this is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela, man. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guyver, don't, remember, you give me a friggin' toothpick and like some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. In there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about beatseat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it. And this is a little demo I made. Welcome to BeatSeat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone. Everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. It's the Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you can play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this, because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way.
Tickets are available at the box office. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean. As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
It's officially Monday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking
And it's a Renaissance Man.
another way.
I'm here
My mind
to
and
ease
how
my mind and help my living. It's a Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1,106 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single night, fam. We're going to do, I don't know, lots of stuff like we do every night. It's called a live creation show for a reason, because we create in the friggin' moment. We don't know what we're going to do yet. We're going to do it. No, Zabrowsk, I'm monologuing yet. Don't interrupt me and tell me how excited you are to do your woo-hoo tonight. Right, guys? Like, I get it. You're doing a woo-hoo and we're into it. Like, we're excited about the woo-hoo. We want to be elevated. But I'm doing a situation. I'm talking to fam. You're going to interrupt me? You, the Zabrowski situation? You know, guys, it's like you're doing it. Anyway, there is something to live for. I guess that depends. If you think that you're doing it, then there is something to die for. But you got to make sure that you get the living in. And we're talking about how contagious laughter is. That is what the topic of tonight's show is. So we're going to talk about that a little. We're going to get into some comedy. We're going to discuss the new movies that are coming up that I've started filming. We just haven't completed yet. And when they're all done, we're going to have a movie a month. We have 4 that you could watch on the YouTube. Link in bio. Just hit the Linktree account. You're here on YouTube, most of the fam. You can just go right here to the channel and find them. There's a playlist called Mark Pires Feature Films. And we're about to drop another friggin' 11. So all you got to do is subscribe. So other things to know. Right now, we're starting to do a new thing. It's called the news. Yeah. Oh, that's new? No, the friggin' news stinks, right? So we're going to do our own version of the news here. Talking about cool topics, things that I want to talk about. Then we're going to talk to, have a little back and forth with you guys and see what you think. Sonny boy, good to see you. Guys, you come down, Chris Donaldson. Yeah, it's a good time. Of course, always. Yeah, Kathleen Danford going down the store, grab a can of soda. Oh, no. I see a lot of awesome people here on TikTok. I want to say what's up. Guys, I have been live for 1,106 days in a row of positivity, live songwriting, comedy. This is live creation. Head over to YouTube. Let's do it. Bang, biggity boo. What are we talking about? Zabrowsk, your woo-hoo is coming up. Oh, there's something to live for. Yeah, 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 yeah. Something to die for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Joanne, stop your wheezing back there. All right, guys, what are we doing? Trying to get a dancer ruined. There's something to live for. Guys, let me get a woo-hoo from Matt Zabrowski. Right? You come down Renaissance Man Show every single day. You have no idea there's a woo-hoo coming along with it. You're like, oh, I just came down for some entertainment. You're going to get it. You also got a woo-hoo from Matt Zabrowsk. Guys, you're doing a woo-hoo, shaking your hand with Owen Wilson. We're going to do a roller coaster situation. We're going to do it now. What are we talking about? Whoa. You guys always talking about whoa situation, right? Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? This is officially the 1106th day in a row I've been live for 2+ hours. Well, we haven't done 2 hours yet. We're 15 minutes into the show, and I cannot wait to get down with you. I see Christine Seidman just joined on TikTok. Guys, if you can, head over to the link tree that you'll see at the top of my bio, and you can see the real radio background here, because we're live, 102.7 The Vibe. We're doing it over here. When you got the vibe situation going, we're doing like a freaking circus theme. You know? Like people coming from all over different districts. They're like, I can't wait, go circus. I'm circusing it. You know what I mean? I got the freaking, I'm doing it. Elephant style. We got them in a row. They're doing it. There's like people sitting on top. They're feeding grapes to George Soros. Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Soros. Guys, tomorrow night, Jabba the Soros. It premieres at 7 p.m. on my YouTube page. 7 p.m. It's I think about 12-minute mini movie. And we were going to premiere it tonight. I'm thinking about doing it. It is ridiculous because we go into the detail behind why George Soros is a billionaire. Everybody's like, oh, he's so good in finance. Is he? Just good at drafting a contract with George Lucas, you know? Hey, George, look, you want me to play Jabba the Soros? I'll do it. You know, no makeup. You're saving money on the makeup situation. I want points on the back end. George Soros gets points on the back end from George Lucas, Star Wars situation. And then a part of it was too, is like, look, I'll also play Senator Palpatine. George Soros, typecast. We're doing it. Look, at the end of the day, when you're going to watch a Lucas production, you want to be freaked out, you know? You want to be like, oh, what am I seeing? George Soros laying on his side eating grapes from Princess Leia. It's coming, 2022. Right here on the Renaissance Man Show. It's probably going to be part of our next movie, the Empire Strikes Back. Mark Pires. That is the name of my second album last year. We did 12 albums last year, 156 songs. And guys, we have to get back to some music. I was thinking about it. We haven't done any music lately. I've just been doing silliness, you know, creating movies and stuff. But look, what I wanted to do right this second is get into a couple of news stories I found. I think this is important stuff we need to discuss. At the end of the day, we're going to go to our radio's voice and a radio personality. Hold on about that. If you really should head over to YouTube to see Sir Hammerlin Jamison in action. Hold on a minute. Every day Hammerlin does the news. This is what happens over here. It's Hammerlin Jamison, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time. That's right. It's Hammerlin Jamison. I'll be here to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news. We got a couple of stories this afternoon. We're gonna get into them, god darn it. No, Janet, fill my friggin' Jamison up to the top. It's gonna be a long night here on the Renaissance Man program. We have a story for you. Old Hammer Jammer has to go back. I guess I can't find it. We gotta go to the screen here. I can't do my friggin' backdrop. You guys couldn't friggin' work this out? Put the correct lengths of the Hammer Jam segment? You got me here on the friggin' radio. It's not where Hammer Jam does his light. You know, what lightning? Look, my friggin' mustache is falling off. Hold on. Hammer Jammer, Bammer, Whammer. Got him back. We're doing it like this tonight. I shaved wrong. I thought I was trying to cut it all on one angle. So I went along with my lip. And I was just falling asleep drunk. And I just... So now I'm dealing with it.
this similar issue, I was trying to see if I could carry this line and go back up and do like a Mo from friggin' Three Stooges situation. And I went, oh my God, he's saying hammer. Janet, how you doing on my Jamison? What? No, I didn't fall asleep. You're stupid face. We're gonna get to the stories now, Janet. Why don't you keep your mouth friggin' closed, that stupid trap of yours? Hammer, jammer, bammer, whammer, I got a story for you tonight. This one's hot on the presses. It's not the friggin' right one. Oh, look, we got it here. Ham jam, thank you, ma'am. We're going to call this one right here the vibe. We got to take the vibe off the screen if we want to do a story. Juliet! Janet, whatever the frig your name is. Where's my friggin' Jamison? Okay. Maybe you did it, Aaron? Why? It's not working, for the love of God. Wait, hold on. We're going to try to refresh the browser. Doctors transplant the first human pig heart into a human. This is a big story. Because if you don't know, we're trying to find a heart for Joanne. She's got a humongocarditis situation. And we require a new heart. We've been looking for a whale. Maybe there's a friggin' pig that meets the criteria. Oh, the hammer jammer, waiting for my friggin' drink. Just a moment ago, I shaved worse. The doctor has transplanted that pig into human for the first time. A 57-year-old patient. Just fill it up right there. Thank you very much. It's what I needed. To get through the broadcast, Hammer Jam lost his job at NBC News. 1992. I was doing the sports beat. Hammer Jam, give us a little breakdown on the Cubbies. I was asleep on the freaking desk. You want me to do a breakdown on the Cubbies? I'm sorry, I'm out. Blacked out till the next Thursday following. They're like, we want to see you in the office, Hammerlin. Excuse me, I want to see you in your office. Next Thursday. I'm going to sleep now. We're very disappointed in you, Hammer. You fell asleep on camera. I'm sorry. What am I supposed to do? You left me there for a minute and a half. You guys are doing the story with Stan. Friggin' weather. Oh, it's going to be raining again. Of course, it's Seattle. I was working the Seattle beat. It just rains every freaking day. You could have just had Hammer Jam say, look, we don't need to go to Stan today. It's going to friggin' rain at some point. They got a 1/4 inch of precipitation. But you know, we got to go to free, you know. It's not a good thing, but the transplanting hearts, we're back to that one. We're getting back to it. Doctors transplanting the pig heart into a human for the first time. Ham Jam, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ripping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news. Back at 11. No, I'm just kidding. Janet, do not cut me off the friggin' air. I'm on a roll. Here we go, people. Next story on the docket is a giant asteroid. Ah, dun, dun, dun. What is going on? Let's get into it, people. A giant asteroid, 3,500 feet wide, is hurtling towards Earth right now. Hammer Jam, hammer bam, jam. Thank you for the Jamison, Juliet. Janet, what is your name again? It doesn't freaking matter. You're union. You're going to have another union rep here tomorrow. We're doing the Renaissance Man show again. every freaking night on the news. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that Mark gives me a microphone to do my news. He dropped the hammer and ripped the lid off of fake news. What? I didn't know I didn't fall asleep, you stupid-faced moron, Janolette. Is it a Janolette? I'm sorry, guys. I think I had too much Jamison, though. I think I need another sip. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the Jamison course through my veins. I'm dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news. Hammer, jammer, bammer, whammer. A giant asteroid that's 3,500 feet wide is hurtling towards Earth right now. A giant, it's the same friggin' line, Janolette. They're doing the byline of the first slide is the same freaking line. Why did you tell me to go past it? God almighty, this is Bush League. I can't drop the hammer and rip the lid off of fake news if you don't give me a heads up, Jubilee. You know, I'm doing it here. Jamison is helping. But don't worry, it isn't going to hit us. Why did you give me this freaking story? I'm here, I'm doing a hammer, jammer, bammer, whammer. And you're going to give me a story about a giant asteroid 3,500 feet wide flying through space towards the Earth with the friggin' second line that says, oh, but don't worry, it isn't going to hit us. You friggin' kidding me? I thought we had a hit us situation. I thought we had a hit us situation, and there's all of a sudden, look, we've got a friggin' asteroid the size of 3,500 feet. I guess that would be Ben Affleck's head. The Ben Affleck head situation. But now, no, it's not even going to hit us. You friggin' kidding me? I need more Jamison. Gosh, that's good. Look, it's doing a close pass-by. Let's see how close pass-by is. The asteroid is roughly 2.5 times the height of New York's Empire's State Building. Not me, but my faithful host of the show, Mark Pires. It's his family's building. You may or may not know it. The Empire's State Building was named after his great-great-grandpappy, and now it's owned by Mark. Yeah, he just sells real estate for the freaking hell of it. But he's really the owner of the Empire's State Building. NASA considers it a potentially hazardous asteroid because of its size and how close it flies to the planet. How freaking close does it fly to the planet, you bonehead McGillicuddies? They leave us. Oh my goodness! Janolette! Do you see what I see on the freaking screen? Wow, massive. Asteroid 7498. They couldn't come up with like a scarier name. Like Medusa Face, you know? I don't know. Like Ben Affleck head. Anything would be better than Asteroid 7498. While massive, Asteroid 7498 isn't an impact concern right now. No, I guess not. No. That means we shouldn't have to worry about its path changing and bringing it any closer to the Earth. No, in fact, 7498, they go all freaking like short. They want to get like, we're going to do like a, hey, what's up, Sly? You can't say Sylvester. You can't say Sylvester. You got to say, hey, what's up, Sly? You know, it shows your laziness. Oh, I'm so impatient. I can only say Sly.
I can't say asteroid 7498. I gotta go to like a more like concise. Oh, in fact, 7498 isn't only expected to pass within 1.2 million friggin' miles of the Earth. You guys know how far that's 4 moons away. That's 4 moons away. I know I drove to the freaking moon and back 13,000 miles in my last car. 278,000 miles to the moon and back. BB Poo Poo. Look, when I did the movie BB Poo Poo, The Wolf of Crypto, I had no idea how powerfully, important it would be in crypto 2022. But Hammer Jam does what's important for society. I also made a friggin' boatload on BB Poo Poo before I was rug pulled, and then I lost it all. But then I made some back on PP Poo Poo. That's good. It was a good win. Anyway, asteroid 7482 is just friggin' nothing to worry about, apparently. Thanks, Jadalulier. You can give me a crap story like that? I should tell them at the union to never have you come back again. What's your real name? Juliaga? Just leave your card. Hammer Jammer. This one's a very important story in the history of time. We're going to talk about it. In 1973, Soylent Green, it's people! It's people! It envisioned the world in 2022. Guess what? It got a lot right. Hammer, jammer, mammer, whammer. We're going to get into it today. And if you're not, again, aware of what friggin' happened to my mustache, I was drinking a little too much. And I yippity-yappity-you, I cut it in the wrong angle. I thought it looked, I did it like this. When I was cutting it, I was sitting like this. And it looked straight to me like this when I was cutting it. Oh, look, I'm doing a great job. I forgot that my lip was down here. The lip is over here, and my hair kind of crept up over there. Again, when you're like this, though, and you're doing it, getting ready for your 7 o'clock broadcast, it looks pretty good. It looks right now, it even looks right. I did it good. I got to just make sure I tilt my head like this for every broadcast. Dropping the hammer, ribbling off the fake news. Soylent Green, it's the year 2022. People are still the same. They'll do anything to get what they need. That sounds freaking familiar. And they need Soylent Green. Oh, it sounds like they need a bugaboo. Oh, biggly buggly boo. In the year 2022, our overpopulated planet is experiencing catastrophic climate change. Mega corporations have excessive power over the government, and clean living is a luxury only the 1% can afford. The 1% sounds like today, right? It may read like a scan of the front page headlines, but these predictions were laid out half a century ago in the dystopian film Soylent Green. It's people if you didn't watch the frickin' movie. At the end of the movie, it's people. You ate them and you're gross cannibal. Hundreds of films have attempted to visualize the future. Most didn't do a great job. Free Jack imagined widespread time traveling assassins. In 2009, while Box Office Bob, the Postman, predicted 2013 would be post-apocalyptic. Hammer Jam doesn't remember. But about 50 years ago, Hollywood's prognosticators seemed to hit on the truth. In 1972, the Planet of the Apes franchise, it was a franchise. They brought it back, they redid it all, because we suck. We can't leave things the way they were. We gotta change it up. Hammer Jammer trying to change up mustache styles. This is the way the world should wear their mustache. You just let it go. Let it rise up there. I'm thinking about doing a U-turn. I'm going to do a U-turn like to catch this angle here on my face
So I got a U-turn in, and it will make a perfect circle. I'm going to do a perfect circle, and when I smile at people or when I open up my mouth and I want to like eat, it'll look like I have two mouths. Double mouth situation. Great. I thought it was a great idea. I sat down with Julie Lelly, and I told her about it over at Jamison. And she said, But I thought it was a great idea. A double mouth situation, like President G-hole. He's got a G-hole and one in his mouth. Full of, In 1972, the Planet of the Apes franchise released its fourth film, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. It's set in the year 1991. It imagines Earth in the grip of a lethal pandemic. Draw your own AIDS, SARS, Zika, COVID comparisons. But Soylent Green, released in 1973 based on the novel by Harry Harrison, son of Harold Harrison, was even more eerily prescient. It's set in the then far-off future of 2022. It stars Charlton Heston, known for playing Moses or Marxist. They stole that from Mark. He was Marxist. Part of the freaking Red Sea. You should have seen it coming. In the 10 Commandments, it's really the 20 because the first 10 broke. It's quite a job. And for being a 5-time president of the National Rifle Association as Thorn, a New York police detective. And the planet he inhabits looks a lot like ours. The plot centers on a murder investigation, but let's examine which of the film's social predictions have come true now, and what we've reached the year it's setting. Synthetic food. That sounds familiar. It's people! Soylent Green is people! Look, I freaking know if I shouldn't shave my face that way. I did it, though. Ham Jam. So, Hammer Jammer, I think that's the last story anyway. Let me just see. It is. Ham Jam did it. I got through it. Jesse Lynn, give me the outro. I gotta go home, drink a bottle of Jamison. That's Hammerlin, Jamison, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off. That's right. I'm Hammer Jam, hammer time. A little ham jam bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time. That's right. That's right. Ham Jam, thank you, Bam. I gotta get the frick out of here. I gotta go. Hammer, get the hell out of here, Hammer Jam. What are you doing? You trying to disrespect Renaissance Man Joe? Get the freaking hell out of here. He comes down. And he messes with the show. We're in the middle of it. We're trying to do something. You know what I mean? Old Hammer. I told him I'd do the news. He said, no, that's my job. I forgot to have him on contract. I got to let him take over the news situation. Canadian cat. So I hope everybody's doing well. I have a guitar over there, but I don't have it plugged in right now. I'd have to get everything set up in order to do that. I can play you something, but Todd. See Todd over on Facce book. So guys, it is officially Monday. We're going into a beautiful Tuesday, huh? We're almost halfway through the month of December. Isn't that crazy? We only have 11 and a half months left in the year. You gotta make sure we get up and do something. I gotta figure out how to understand the world we're living in. Nothing's making sense to me much these days. Trish Killian, you rock. 15 months more. Ooh. What does that put us at? it's an interesting thing when everything you say gets ridiculed, but then it eventually becomes truth. And there's no apologies. There's no, oh, you know what? You were right. There's no, we shouldn't have said that, and we shouldn't have been so hard on X, Y, or Z. There's no accountability in this world anymore. It's a really weird thing. But I keep hoping. Otto, how are you? I keep hoping that we will find that space for humility and to be able to say, I got it wrong. And I wish I got it wrong on a lot of the stuff. And even now, like that, when I mean that, there is probably a benefit of some sort, like as far as you're not going to die or whatever. There's probably some benefit if that's true. I don't know if it's true because I don't know and I don't want to find out. But I don't know for certain if the people who decided to roll the dice are in a better position than the ones who decided to listen to the man. But I do know I don't trust the man. I've never trusted him. And I continue to show up to prove that their narrative is wrong. And I'm pretty sure the fact that we just continue to keep this family where it is and is a proof that what we're doing is the right thing. What we're doing is we're actually doing the right thing, which is continuing to spread the same message that's been going out for 1,106 days. It would be quite easy to just change the messaging in order to do something for algorithm purposes. But the point is, I am very much comfortable with what we do here. I love what we do. I don't want to change anything. If that means that the rest of my days I'm just working my tail off in real estate and I show up here for a couple hours, I think I'd be very happy with that. I think that's actually what I'm probably meant to do, and I'm totally fine with it. Because of what the first 3 years has proved to me. You got to start thinking about something like that whole concept of the doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result is what the definition of insanity is. I'm doing the same thing over and over every day, guys. I come out here and create. I come out here and release something that the world has never seen before. And I keep doing it over and over every day, and it's not making any difference as far as like, we're not getting the result that's necessary in order for that to be effective. But I keep doing it anyway. Well, I'm either just pig-headed and stubborn, or I truly believe what I'm doing is right and what everybody else is doing is wrong. And it's probably a little bit of both, but I do believe what everybody else is doing is wrong. They all need a break. Everybody needs to shut it off. Everybody needs to shut off what's going on around us. And I feel like we do that here. I feel like when we're here, we're able to reflect on things properly, or at least I'm able to step back and hopefully give you some proper reflection of what's really happening, the events that are taking place. And there is so much, everything that we see is so much more complex than we could ever imagine. And the people that are behind it and when these events actually took place and started will blow your mind. We talk about it and people say, you're crazy. There's a conspiracy theory right there. Is it? Everything's been that. And then it's like, oh, well, today we're all, this is the thing I can't comprehend with the way we're living. We have a short-term memory, just like the short-term ability to sit there and watch something. Like we don't have, they've destroyed our ability to enjoy long form. For the masses, people want a quick, okay, that was cool for 30 seconds and go on. They can't comprehend a show that continues to change for 2 hours, that everything's different. And that's something that I think is the challenge with a show like we have here. Because this show here is about us hanging out. It's about us breaking down the barriers of the negativity. It's not about breaking down the barriers of algorithms, so to speak. But it's about us breaking down the algorithms of the agenda that have been set forth for each and every one of us. And none of the narrative is true. And as soon as we start picking it apart, and all of us do it, that's why I love this family that comes back here every day, because you guys all see the truth for what it is. And by the way, I've had a few people that support this show that don't necessarily agree with my perspective on things, and they still enjoy the comedy. They still enjoy the music. And my point is, you shouldn't roll people out or cast them aside because they have a different opinion, especially if it's an opinion you don't like. That's ridiculous. You know, I saw it, like what they tried to do with Aaron Rodgers, they tried to do it with Dave Chappelle, and all they have to do is allow the media to say it, and it's a wrap. I saw a crazy video today, and I've seen this one many times, where it's something like the deadly attacks on January 6th and led by Trumper supporters, and this line was said, and whoever creatively did this on TikTok spliced it on as 50 different news stations across the country said the same exact lines. And then they're also the ones that say there's too much misinformation in the news these days. That's why we come with fair and balanced reporting. And they all say the same friggin' line of crap. And they're all, one guy writes the script for every news channel in the country, it seems like, right? Doesn't it seem like, guys, like you're watching and you're trying to figure out why everybody's got their head up their butt. No one's saying anything truthful. It makes me sick. That's why I shut off the TV. But whenever I pop and I look at something, I'm like, oh, does anybody actually believe that? Yes. Yes. We are living in a world of gullibility. And I get it because the images are so flashy. You know, the bling, everybody's so into what they can, get. Oh, look, I can go and I can turn this into that. And I'm going to all of a sudden be a multi, whatever. None of it makes you happy. At least I don't know. I've never been able to say that. But all I can say is living in the moment is the only way to find a sense of happiness. Happiness is an illusion. It's not something that you can, steer towards. You have to be 100% conscious of your actions. And if you want to do right by others, you're going to be able to attain happiness. If you can't do that, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to live in misery. And everything will be short term for you. And I'm sorry that's the case. And you got to make sure you work away from that. How do you do that? Do for others. People start helping each other. That's how you find it. Todd says happiness is a choice. Happiness is a reaction to efforts on so many different levels. And if your mindset isn't on connecting to any of those things, you're in your own world. It's interesting, but happiness, this is the best way to say it. Happiness is living in the friggin' moment. You want to be happy, you better get yourself to the moment. I don't know any people that are happy, that are like thinking about how they're happy in the moment when they're not in the moment. They're in their mind. The mind is the trap that we all fall into. And once you're in that friggin' rabbit hole with your leg caught in the trap. So, your happiness, how do you attain it? You do for others. What is doing for others? How does doing for others allow you to find happiness, Mark? Well, doing for others brings you to the present. You're actually doing an action for another person, it takes you away from the unconscious. Like you breathe without thinking. You think negative without thinking. You don't go out of your way and do something kind for another unless you think about it, unless you choose to do it. And when you do, you start living in the moment. You start connecting to that spark you just created, the smile you received back from that lady, from that guy, from that stranger you never met in the history of time. That is happiness. And when people say, oh, well, I have a lot of money and I've got a big house, that doesn't mean anything if you're in your head all the time. You're going to live the rest of your life in your head because you got a big bank account. Good for you. I like that dude who's sitting on the beach. He's surfing. He's sitting there in the sun. He's kicking it. He's got enough of the bare essentials in life. He's happy. I hope he doesn't have a family. If he has a family, it's sorry, you can't go out there and sit on the beach, obviously. But the point being, You need to find a way to separate from all of the responsibility, the madness, the negativity, the distraction, and get yourself to the friggin' moment. And if you do that, you can discover happiness more often. What do you guys think? I feel like that's a very, very big part of it, is the reason we're able to create so much comedy here. And I always say we, because I'm here, you guys are joining me, but I don't like to say it, but like the reason I am able to create so much comedy is I literally take every single thing that's going on in the world and I shut it off to join you guys. And while I'm here in the moment, in a way, it is an act for the world, an act of kindness for the world to do this for free for 1,107 days in a row. 6 days. What are we? 1,106 days in a row. And so doing that for the world, just trying to provide a platform of peace, a platform of positivity, a platform of connection, a platform where we can laugh without swearing. We can make each other laugh without saying bad words. We've been doing it effectively for over 1,100 days in a row. I never even think about swearing. So that's a big help. When you have no other choice, you just do it. It's not even a choice. I have no interest. I just go for things, whatever I'm thinking. And my comedy is more about timing and mannerisms anyway. You guys know that. And also about vocal tone, I think. Anyway, I don't know. And hopefully it's about the content too. I have no idea. It's all live improvisation. Virgo Psych in the house. So good to see you. So guys, and Virgo would be a good one to ask about this. Virgo, I had a question. Not really a question. I'd love to actually get you on the air to talk about this. But I believe happiness is something that most people are like, I'm not happy. And it's because it's the issue with people who aren't happy is they're so caught up in the distraction of life, of their debts, whatever it is, their relationship issues. They're not stepping away from all of that and connecting in the moment. If you want to find happiness, you better step into this moment and find it. It's not in your mind. It's not inside your problems. And it's not inside the things you hope and wish for. It's in this literal second here. And we get bogged down by all the other stuff. It means nothing because it happened, or it may or may never happen. What the frig is the point of thinking about it all the time? Leave it out. Live in the second. And once you're here in the moment, you can start to realize what's important. You start to lay things out, your priorities. What's important to you? If you want to find happiness, you better start surrounding yourself around the people that mean the most to you and get rid of everybody else. I heard something once that you should have 5 people. Like, I got a family. That's it. But like, I guess 5 people. That's like, your group should be small. The people that are like, this is my family. And I guess the point being, in this world, there are a lot of good people. There's a lot of bad people. But there's very few people, you could probably count it on your hand, that would go to bat for you for anything in life. And so that's what I think they mean by that small group. But happiness, if you can separate from everything else, all the other distractions in life, and you can step into this moment and start doing things for others. And it doesn't have to be anything massive, guys. I see these people on TikTok giving out a car. I'm like, what the? How about a smile? A smile has an energetic value that costs 0 to the currency holder. If the smile costs 0 to give the smile and get a reward. It's a double reward. You get the reward of giving, and then you also fill your soul with an additional piece of energy that you can't even quantify. We all have a different barometer for what level we have to reach. There's a certain level each of us have to attain in order to lift ourselves to the next level. I say lift ourselves. we're left here. We're born into this world and left here to fend for ourselves. We're left here to figure it out. We're left here to understand what's going on a daily basis when the goalposts keep being moved. No one's telling you the truth. You have a media circus, mainstream fake news, National Enquirer. If we want to find peace, we need to get rid of all the noise. We want to find happiness? Shut off the noise, get into the second, and start smiling at people. Find a reward at the end of it. It's not going to happen when you keep slinging arrows, when you keep throwing rocks, when you keep sending mean tweets. How many people out there feel great after they send a mean tweet? How many people feel great after they hit someone hard on the, oh, I got that person? And you're sitting there waiting for the freaking other shoe to fall. Ooh, I wonder what they're going to say back. Ugh, right? That's the most disgusting feeling in the world. Just leave it out. Live your life. It is very short, my friends. I know many of you are family members for a while. We can all agree on that. Time goes by much faster than people to say, just like the other fake news out there. And when we think, oh, I got more time, do you? This is why I show up. I don't know how many days I have left, but I'm going to put it all out into this universe every day I got. I don't want to miss any opportunity to leave something behind. Even if it's some sort of pipe dream that at some generation in the future will find all of this. Something inside tells me I can't stop and that I have to keep going, even if it's the definition of insanity that I'm literally portraying. But it's really your perception, because it's your definition of insanity if you're looking to do something specific. I'm already accomplishing the thing I'm looking to do. I'm creating the most insane stuff here on a daily basis. Just the idea that 20 years after I was doing this stuff alone in my room and for friends and getting them to cry at parties at the late at night, in my brother's bachelor party, having literally tears coming from everyone around me as I did Andrew Dice Clay and Christopher Walken and Al Pacino. But I was with these people and watching it. I'd never seen that before. And here I've been here for 3+ years. I've never seen anyone laugh. I've never heard anyone laugh. I don't know if you laugh. I laugh. When I do stuff, I laugh at myself, I guess. It's silly, but I am the performer. I'm the actor. I'm the comedian in the moment. I look at it as I detach myself from myself in order to view these things. It's like I'm watching Jim Brewer. I'm watching whatever, Robin Williams. You watch something, you have to take yourself out of it and watch the performance. I think you guys imagine and you understand at this point that everything I do is intentional, from the eye movement to the hand gestures to the body to the shrug of the shoulders to my hands flying in the air to saying a certain word. It's all intentional, but it's all literally it's a character most of the time. Dick Facce. I'm doing a guy in Stuck on Mars. No, it's just me being as out there as possible with this Charlie Day type guy. You know what I mean? Like everything is just like over exaggerated in order to keep you guys away from all the friggin' garbage and get you here with me. Hey, look, wait a second. If I can step away from all the manufactured BS that's put in front of me and on a plate every freaking day of my life and show up on a live creation show, if I could have been standing on earth the first 7 days that God created, I would like that friggin' seat. 156 songs last year. Released. There's probably 400 songs written last year. We're doing a feature film a month this year, and I want to do 18. I have madness flying through me, the things I want to accomplish for you guys. And it brings me joy. My happiness comes from showing up here, regardless whoever finds the program, showing up and allowing the creativity that is meant to freaking course through me, showing up to allow it to take place. To go a day and not allow that to happen when I went 25 years without starting the show is friggin' mental to me. That is the perplexity. It's not how many people will ever find the show. I'm perplexed that I went 15, 16 years without starting this freaking program. And all the amazing stuff I could have left for you guys because I was creating stuff. And then I just stopped for a long time. I had my kids. I got my real estate business going. I was just focused 1,000%. 358 days a year. Real estate. Freaking wear a suit every day. Drop the guitar. I even invented the beat seat, and I let that sit for a few years before I went through a patent process. So focused I was on real estate. So yeah, now I'm here. I started the show December 31st, 2018. I'm freaking never stopping. I missed too much. I didn't release enough. That's why we did 12 albums last year. I missed 13 years, guys. I released my first album and didn't do a follow-up for 13 years. I wanted to do an album a year. So I was busy with family stuff, trying to start a new career in real estate. I said no to a record deal. I put the freaking guitar down. I wasn't going to move to LA and leave my future wife. We're about to get married 6 months later. I was going to leave her here and go to LA. Oh, we're going to put a band around you, Mark. Oh, really? I never would have invented the beat seat. Everything in life happens the way it's meant to happen. You are meant to struggle. You're meant to fail. You have to fail and you have to get up and keep going. You get up and keep going. You're going to find something within yourself. And when you do that, you will connect to the greatness that you have to offer this planet. But please don't keep it to yourself. Please share it because we need more. And if you can, share the show as often as possible. Share the content that moves you. Right now, I'm in the middle of something rant-ish, Renaissance rant-ish. Usually it's positive live music and comedy. But when I get into these things, it's also really magical. We need to ascend. We need to bring ourselves to it. Our answers are not in buildings. They're not in others. They're within. If you could just spend a little time by yourself, you'll start to understand it. I used to have some friends when I was younger that couldn't spend any time alone. Just terrified to be in their minds. I love having a moment of silence where I can listen. I guess everybody's in a different mental state. But to me, to be able to stop it all for a second is pretty wonderful. But even in that, you need to let go of everything else around you if you want to stop it and take a breath and realize where you are. Yeah, I talk about how we could stop time. I joke that I'm back to the future, Mark. I'm from the year 2769, but stopping time is very possible. And it's not literal. But it's stopping it all by capturing the essence of this moment and centering us on it. That's what this show is, live creation, bringing us to the moment, connecting us to the universe. The universe is happening. And it happened. And it's in the future. It's everything. But it's literally expanding, and everything is in the instant. And memories, I don't know. Is everything linear? I don't think so. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I do know, I am certain of one thing. There has been one person in history that's come back, and that is that, oh my goodness, that person resurrected, and there's a little bit of information on it. But outside of that, nobody else knows what's going on. You know why? Because we get one shot at this. You get one shot to leave a message for this world. You get one shot to do something impactful. Something that will change people's lives. Give them an opportunity to feel something inspirational. Give them the chance to breathe. Let their soul breathe. I'm sick of the chains they put on each and every one of us by telling us to divide and not to come together. Our purpose is to unite. Together we are strong. The way we are so weak. They're just picking us off one by one, aren't they? Let's trigger them with another story. You got a gaslighting situation everywhere you go. Shut it all off. Shut off the negatube. Show up here. We're alive every day forever. Let's forget about all the garbage in this world, and let's realize that we have something to find and something to share. And within that, it will motivate us to shut it all off. I got to find something and I got to share something. Can't do that when I'm getting crap from the world around me. So we show up and we try to do our own thing here. And if the world isn't ready, or we've missed our boat because the world is no longer able to watch a long-form variety show that will be live every day forever, all I know is what I'd want to watch. If I wasn't doing it, I'd want to watch this show. I'd want to watch a show that was live creation. I don't want to freaking see something scripted. I'm sick of it. Today on Channel 7. Shut up. I'm done with it. Oh, which agenda are we pushing today? Oh, okay, everybody needs a boost. And yeah, it doesn't work, but get it anyway? Okay, yeah, we're doing it. I'm sick of it all. How about, are we going to tell the truth today? No? Okay, I'm just going to tell them that. Look, guys, it's bat with human ear. We're doing it in 15 minutes. That's how bad things are here. And that's the way I'm leaving it. Yeah, no, Chuck, you don't tell me to do fake news anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm going to join Hammerlin and Jamison to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to tell them anymore to go get in line and that they should go and protect themselves when there's nothing to protect themselves with here on this one situation. What are we doing? Oh, but they should do it anyway. Oh, okay. Why don't you get on the air, Chuck, and you do that. You come out here and you do your thing. Okay? I'm over it. So anyway, that's just a quick rant. I don't know what the heck I said. And the point is, I need to express myself. I do it every single day here, and sometimes the words come, but I really don't know what they were, and I have to go back afterwards and watch them. I always forget to cut this stuff out, but there was probably some moments there. I do have to say, Derek Kepner was awesome. He sent me a little short he made of one of the pieces of the show. I put it up earlier today, and it was the moment where I basically said this thing about Jim's chicken shack. It's pretty crazy. Inconvenience. I like that. Oh goodness. So guys, we're all doing it. You know, obviously everybody's trying their best to get through this madness, this world. But I just want to make sure everybody stays center as often as possible, because if you allow the world around you to distract you from your second, you will look back one day in a friggin' recliner and say, where did it all go? Life is not about regret. It's about failure and redirection. These two things will lead you to success, but you can't find success without the first two. And you also need a bit of luck, I suppose. And maybe like, I don't know, no tech giants messing with programs, that type of thing. But outside of that, in general, if you put your work in, you should see some sort of result. You should get a reward at the end of that. And for most things in life, you'll get the actual reward that would appear to come along with it. For me, my reward here is to see you guys here when I show up and to create. So I get the reward of having a new piece of content every day for the rest of my life come out of this show. And it's not just one. Like sometimes it's 3 new songs. It's a piece of comedy. Tomorrow we're doing, it's basically a George Soros, Jabba of the Soros situation. In fact, I may do a little teaser here just to show you guys what's happening here. This is going to be, where is it? This is going to be just a minute of tomorrow's premiere at 7 p.m. Or you know what? Let me just show you actually quickly too what Derek made. It was actually, he did a nice edit job on this. I think this is it right here. Okay. So I put this up on TikTok as well. I don't know how many people saw it yet. Let me give you the link because this will bring you to something. Mark, let your Arlo Guthrie out like Alician restaurant. Allow yourself to be wild and free when you're happy and dancing. We are happy and dancing. Just relax and listen. Absolutely. Let me pop this on real quick. Check this out. This is a really, really funny little bit. Oh, sorry. I like my chicken from Jim's Chicken Shack. You never say the words dry chicken to Jim, the owner of the Chicken Shack.
No, you don't.
That guy's nuts. Crazy Jim, they call him. Slim Jim. Because he also steals cars on the weekends. Oh, what a great ending to that bit. So Derek sent that in to us so we could pop that up, which is really cool. I suggest to you guys also, please make clips and share the stuff that's funny that you like or the piece of music you like. Because you sharing it is going to allow to get past some of these, these barriers that they set up for certain shows. Because you're sharing your own content. Hey, go check out the Renaissance Man show. And that could be helpful. So let me just quickly share. This is the premiere for tomorrow. I'm going to give you the link because I need you guys to be ready for it. It's at 7 p.m. Let's see. It's called Jabba the Soros. Let me see what we could put on over here. Check this out. If you're on TikTok and you'd like to see this live, head over to YouTube. The link is in bio. I'm sure there's a chance that maybe Christine put the link to the YouTube on the page there. If not, click the link in my bio to get to it. Check this out. I like my chicken. Do you? I like my chicken. Look at this. Jabba the Soros Daily Live Improvisation Show, Star Wars. This is Star Wars Jabba the Soros, guys. Look at that. That is George Soros back there, just so you know. I thought you needed to understand that. But this right here is how we do it. I just have to get the screen open. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Check this out. This is Jabba the Soros. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I don't think. Maybe. Probably not. Check this out. Thank you for coming to Lost. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show. Let's go, Jabba. Woo! It's Thursday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state,
and I'm here with you on day 1,102 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single night, fam.
That is
What are
right.
we going to do tonight, Mark? Well, if you saw the title, you saw the friggin' picture, you see we're doing Stuck on Mars tonight. Yeah, no, Zabrowski, you gotta be in for it. I don't want to hear you're going home. It's a snowstorm tonight. You're friggin' snowed in with me and Joanne. You know we can't get Joanne out of here. Nope. She's a cool ton right now. Quadruple decker situation. You know when she was doing it? Hold on, my battery's not charging my friggin' phone over here. What are we doing? Joanne? She has a quadruple heart situation going on. You know, when you go and get too many bugaboos, they don't tell you this. Like, you could get myocarditis. No, she got gigantocarditis. No, Joanne, the wheezing is getting worse day by day, you know? No, Zabrowski, you're good. Your woohoo's up, it's upcoming, you know? Like, we're ready for it. I'm here. I'm doing it. Monologue situation. Renaissance Man. No, Joanne, stop wheezing, okay? And can you please with the friggin' filing cabinet? Right, guys? I mean, I'm here, I'm doing it. She's back there. Zabrosk, I told you, you come in tomorrow, bring me a friggin' WD-40. Right? We can't get a WD and spray it on, and everybody's good? I'm just saying, sometimes you need an everybody's good situation to take place. It doesn't happen with Joanne with the magnificent carditis. Oh, I forgot. That's what CNN calls it. They needed to spin it, you know? They're like, no, we need to make it sound good still. Her heart is 57,000 times what it was originally. We have to call it magnificent. It's the magnificent carditis. Yeah, you didn't see that? With Chris Cuomover? Chris Cuomover's there. He's doing the story. He's talking about his brother, the old governor, the Cuomover that was as the governor. He's no longer there. Look, Anthony Cuomover. He's got a freaking Cuomover. His brother, Chris Cuomover, he's
I think it was Andrew.
Right? Joanne back there. The heart's just getting bigger as we speak, right? Chris Cuomover is like, look, guys, we have this new case, but it's a good thing. It's called magnificent carditis. Her name's Joanne Soros, and she's on our, auto dial. The thing is, you can't call and speak
guys, let me
to
scroll
Joanne
through a little here.
page right now. You heard of Zabrowski woohoo?
Oh, yeah.
Seriously? What are Your wheezing is getting louder, guys, right? Seriously? What are we doing here? I just can't handle it anymore. I'm trying to do a show, guys. And I got Joanne back there. Wheezing it up. No, okay, Wheezy Soros. We're going to make a trading card. I'm making Wheezy trading cards, NFT style. Yesterday we did an NFT style for a fish. We're doing an NFT, Soros NFT. And it's also like the other side is Senator Palpatine, which also you guys didn't realize, George Soros, he played Palpatine. You guys didn't know? You know, the reason everybody's trying to figure out, they're all like, oh yes, Soros is this genius financial analyst and that's why he made his billions. George Soros is only a billionaire because of his, franchise situation in the Star Wars. Like, if you think about it, he played Palpatine, and then they didn't even have to hire anybody for makeup because they used him, for Jabba the Hutt as well. Hey, listen, George, you're looking good. How about you just lay on your friggin' side while Princess Leia feeds you grapes? Let's do it, all right? On two. George Lucas always shot on two. I thought that was weird, All right, guys, we're everybody quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. 3. You're live on 2. George Lucas situation, But when George Soros was hired to play Jabba the Hutt, they saved I think it was $350,000. No makeup. Just lay him down. Crane in it. They had a crane. That's good. Right there on the X. He's there. Han, my Buki. When I heard Han, my Buki the first time, I was like, nope, that's Soros. That's friggin' Soros. Are you kidding me? They couldn't put a little makeup on him? So he could just be like, oh, the disguise. Oh, it looks really like some creature.
Guys, so that's you're going to have to come and see.
Just lay him out.
Is it still playing? What are we doing over here?
Still friggin' scary as hell, guys. They had
conversation to like, should we go any scarier? And Lucas was like, did you see the first cut? They're like, no, let's bring it up on the screen. Now this was prior to HD with the detail, so they had to really,
Some
win them
pretty
over.
funny stuff, guys.
You want to win someone over with a scary situation prior to HD? You better put some extra muck on that face, some blood like squirting out the side, an extra Soros like flip on the skin, under the eye, where he's got the fish gill thing situation going, and he's frogging it. I'm waiting for him to get run over by a car doing Frogger 86. You know what I'm saying? Soros is there, right? Flippy eyes. I'm just thinking it, and we need to put it into action. No, Joanne, can you call your father? I know what your relationship is like, but you now know you have a father because of me. So how about you do the right thing and we get him on the line? I don't want to speak to him. I don't want to hear his friggin' voice.
George Soros, sorry, buddy, we don't want to hear your voice. Tomorrow, 7 p.m., that will be premiering the entirety. You should come and join me. Head over to YouTube and link in with us. We're live every single day of the year. And guys, it is already past 12. How about that? It's crazy when I start the show a little late. I got to try to get on earlier tomorrow. In fact, I think I'm doing a double-decker situation. I don't know if that's true, actually. I got multiple showings tomorrow. I'm going to have to figure it out. But I would like to, so we'll figure. Maybe in the morning. In fact, it's crazy. I was looking at my analytics. It said that I should go live at like 11 a.m. on Sunday mornings. It's like, really? You guys are awesome. So, guys, tomorrow, remember, we do it all over again. I'm going to be dropping lots of clips for you. I'm thinking about like tons of shorts, okay? But 7 p.m., okay? 7 p.m. Giving you the link one more time. This is Jabba the Soros. Come and watch the full premiere. There will be little clips being going out on shorts all day tomorrow from this, so you can be ready for it. I'll be dropping them on TikTok as well, but nobody really sees my TikToks. So if you can find a way to get people to see my TikTok, appreciate it. I'll keep dropping funny stuff and little clips, but I don't know how the heck to go through that algorithm either. So anyway, we're doing it. Every day we're dropping, and we'll just see. Maybe one day in 5 years, maybe if I go live for 5 years in a row, something will get through. Freaking A. Definition of insanity. I don't freaking care that I'm insane. Let's do it. Let's create some magic. No, at the end of the day, I love this. I really love it. There's no such thing as being insane if your heart is... Actually, no, people are insane. There's a lot of freaking insane people out there, guys. All I know is that I'm loving what I'm doing. We're having a good time. Writing music. We're having a movie situation. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Don't forget, we're doing it again. So, till then, Allison Bitney and Bobby Murphy. VOVF. I don't even know what the hell that is, buddy. But we know what you're doing. We're doing a Bobby Murphy situation. Kathleen Danford, MJ in the house, Pamela Swan, Raven Kiefer, Renee Woods, Sig Sauer, my brother. Guys, don't ever get fresh when you got a 6 hour situation going on. Christine Seidman, you are amazing. Let's see, there's somebody else who's been kicking with us here. Giro, Guru, you're awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you give me a follow because I'll be live again tomorrow and every single day forever. Trish, Killian, and Virgo Psych. It is always awesome to see you, Virgo. I hope that we will see you tomorrow. And remember, guys, tomorrow's most likely going to be a music night all night. We did no music tonight, so tomorrow we're writing songs. So until then, fam and friends, I'm going to log off here of TikTok to say goodnight here on YouTube. So fam and friends on TikTok, give me a follow. Christine, thank you for holding it down over there. I'll see you hopefully back on YouTube. See you tomorrow on TikTok, fam and friends. All right, done. That's done. We're doing it. So, fam, friends, world, you ready to make some magic?
You ready to change this freaking dying world? Bring it back to life? I saw a great video the other day where there was a palm tree on its side, dead. Was it? There were like 2 strands rooted into the earth from the freaking palm tree. And at the very end, there's a full growth at the very end of the palm tree. Anything is possible. Everything is possible. Anything can be brought back from the depths. If we can come together, fam and friends. That's all I'm saying. Together, we are strong. So, until tomorrow, fam, friends, I'm running through it one more time. So if you're here, say goodnight or forever hold your peace. Allison Bitney, thank you so much for kicking it with me. And Anna Trejos, you know you got the best way. We're good. Oh, great. Anna, how are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better. Please tell us you're feeling better. MJ, Pamela Swan, Raven Kiefer, Renee Woods, Sunny Boy, Sig Sauer, my brother, Trish Killian, Virgo Psych, and if you're out there and you're doing the old lurkaroo situation, gosh, I love you. And tomorrow, I will see you again. Until then, fam and friends, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away. Till tomorrow, fam. Have a great night.